Let's see here. I hope you guys are well today. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. I'm going to take a look at my Tekra Oracle set. I might pull some other Oracle energies from my Oracle 7 deck. And then I have two of my tarot decks, the original Rider Waite. And then I also have my unknown, the Wild Unknown Tarot. So let's take a look. What is the encouragement for next week, Spirit? This week coming up. All right, we have the crown chakra coming out, purple energy. So some energies coming in around the crown, maybe tapping into our perception, how we are seeing ourselves in the world, related, connected to everything, our higher selves, our source, how we're seeing ourselves in relation to everything. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of the crown chakra. It's almost like our perception of ourselves in relation to everything. This could also be a time, and I'm hearing for some of you that you want to protect your crown chakra over this next week. And so I know there's different methods that people use. For some, you may in fact do like head wraps. This might be a week to actually tie your head up if that's what you do when you feel like you need to go into like protective mode. There's something here about the crown chakra, which is the seventh chakra. It's the root, the top of the head. There's something coming through about infinity as well. It's having a connection, a bridge that may be inviting you this week, crossing some type of bridge, walking through some portal or door this next week. And I almost feel like for someone, this could be in relation to meditation. So this may be a week to meditate, maybe more than you're usually meditating. Maybe sit there for an extra, like push yourself to go a little bit further, right? When you feel like you should get up, say, wait a minute, be still. We're going to go in a little bit deeper, right? Make yourself go in just a little bit deeper on this next week and see what happens. We also have the deer. The deer. Compassion is coming out here. Compassion. So this is heart energy. This is asking over this next week. This may be a time to be, this may be a time to actually allow yourself to be more considerate, I'm hearing. Almost like the energy of radical acceptance, accepting things as they are, not feeling like you have to change them. Accepting things as they are and having compassion on things as they are is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And so whatever this week brings, it is going to be a time to be open and accepting things as they are. Not only just accepting, but not, sometimes we can be in a difficult spot and we find ourselves grumbling and complaining and just like really unthankful and ungrateful. Compassion says and acknowledges that things probably could not have happened any other way, and that we are patient as this passes, right? As this unfolds, as this takes place. We're compassionate towards it. And this could even be having compassion towards someone that you might encounter or have to endure over this next week. There's something about your heart space that's coming up here that's going to be really important. So the focus is the crown and the heart. And so as you go into meditation, there may be something there in those areas of the chakra system that may be very, very important. For some of you, I'm hearing this could be towards your children. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. This could be towards family or children. You'll need to have great compassion this week, okay? Let's take a look to see what else comes out here. What other information do we need for this next week? We have the Hierophant coming out, the Six of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay. The Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, and the Star. And so there's something about you being in a position to help others on this next week. And it could be by giving advice, by putting, um, allowing yourself to be in a position of giving that advice, being a counselor. I do feel like people may be coming to you over this next week, and that may tie into that energy of compassion. It may also tie into the energy of needing to protect your crown chakra, right? There's something about the Hierophant here that places you in a position of some type of advisor. Let me see. So why is the Hierophant here? Give me more information on the Hierophant spirit, please, and thank you. Yeah, Hierophant. Let's see. Yeah, you'll be given some advice over this next week, and you will possibly be helping to solve some type of conflict. Because it's clarified by the Page of Cups followed by the Five of Swords. So there's some type of conflict that will be possibly brought before you. Someone will be bringing this to you and asking you to assist, maybe in giving advice around this. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Um, yeah, this is that energy of being in a position to give that advice, maybe even to help someone. Someone could be coming to you for some type of help. And the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Justice. And that places you in a position of trustedness, trustworthy. It's almost like there's something about you that not only gives you the authority, right, to give this advice and to make the distinction or bring in a sense of balance. There's the trusted energy with the Justice. For whoever this is coming to you, they see you as someone who is um, trustworthy in this way. Someone who probably stands on business, someone who stands on truth, someone who's not afraid to stand for truth, who's willing and who has proven to be able to take the heat from standing in positions. I mean, it's almost like a mediator, like someone who will stand in the middle of two opposing forces. And because they have a great sense of wisdom and knowledge and discipline, like there's something that they've earned, this ability to rightfully discern or to judge, to make this type of decision. And I feel like you'll be chosen to do that because you have the wisdom to, give this advice or make this decision. Okay. Why is the Star here? Let's keep going. Okay. For someone here, and this could be along the same energy, it doesn't have to be, but someone here on this next week, this week is going to be very significant. I have the Star followed by the Nine of Pentacles, which is Spirit bringing in something for you on this week, something that you've asked for, or preparing a path for you, something that you asked for that will be unfolding this week as well. Yeah. You could be a divine feminine, divine masculine, with this Star followed by the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. For some of you, you're going to be heralded and pulled into a situation to be like some type of mediator or to be able to give or speak to a situation to bring in balance for someone here. Someone's coming to you for advice. So be ready for it. Be ready to, and there's a way to do that. I feel like part of this is you being able to step into this position without actually getting fully entrenched in the issue. There's something about you where you're able to speak to a situation without actually being entrenched in it, right? That's something around protecting your crown chakra. That may be important here. And then also the heart chakra is important here too. compassion is important for someone. And then there's something specific I think that's going to be given this week or opened up this week for someone with the star and the nine of pentacles. Let me see. I'm going to just pull from my Oracle Sevens energy. Give me more information with these Oracle cards, Spirit, as we end this reading. Any last information that we need to know about this next week? So someone's stepping up. I do feel like you're stepping up into some position. It could be a higher position of authority where someone will be coming to you. That's what it almost feels like. But there's something also here about stepping forward into a promise. You may not even know what this is, right? As you move forward, this may be something that you're not even aware of, that you haven't intended. Okay, so we have uncharted sea coming out here, which talks about that energy of the unknowing, moving forward in an area in a way that you are not fully aware of. And I feel like for whoever you are, you have been kind of like on an uncharted path for a while. And it almost feels like maybe things haven't been exactly clear. You know you're going somewhere, but you're being led on this uncharted path of discovery almost, right? And so though you don't know where you're going, it almost feels like you know the captain of your ship. And so you feel very secure on this journey because you know who is guiding the ship, right? Give me one second. The card fell. And then we have quieting the mind. So uncharted sea, quieting the mind. This is definitely a week where you will need to, as I was saying, there's something about meditation coming out here that's going to be really important. That may be where the guidance is coming through for these situations. Also, I was feeling at the beginning of this message like there's going to be a deepening for someone. It's almost like you're going to go deeper into the meditation experience. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but there's something about the importance of making time this week coming up and making an asserted effort to go deeper. So if you usually spend like maybe 15, 20 minutes, maybe allow an additional 15, 20 minutes, right? There's something there waiting. It could be some revelation. It could be some direction for you. Let me get one more before we end this out. A power move came out and a higher view. Yeah, definitely a greater level of instruction or a greater level of understanding here coming through this week. And that may come through the meditation, right? There may be more that is revealed through that experience. Clarity will be one of the things that come in as a result of this meditation deepening. And then a power move also gives me the energy of getting the next piece of direction, right? There's something very significant, I feel like, that's happening this next week for someone. And it may be for many people in different ways, but it definitely is something worthy of taking note of and preparing for, okay, whatever this is, a power move. And so it feels like there's a little bit of strategy that has been planned, maybe a little bit of strategy that has been taken, right? There's a strategy that's in process right now, and there's a need to understand what the next move is going to be. Maybe Spirit is going to reveal that to you. Um, for some, this is very opposite of that uncharted sea energy. For some, there's like the feel of, just kind of going with the flow, just flowing with Spirit as Spirit leads you on this uncharted path. But on the other hand of that, there's this power move that's happening. There's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of awareness of what we're doing and how we're putting together and how we're moving. So however that fits, you take the parts that resonate for you, right? There's going to be a need either way to allow yourself to sit underneath Spirit this week. Okay, that's going to be very important because something is going to be unfolding on this week. You may find yourself operating in a different capacity where you may need a different kind of instruction. You may find yourself stepping into something that you've been waiting for. Again, needing instruction. So, however that plays out, I feel like meditation is big this week. Okay. All right. It should be big every week. Um, it's that thing that is not necessarily, it can be exciting, but it's that thing that is the thing that we need to do. You have to do what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do, right? It's the prerequisite for what we want to do. And so um, it's necessary. I feel like Spirit is saying for this week. And so don't bypass it. Make it a priority this week. And I feel like you won't be at a loss when it comes to direction and moving on this week and being prepared. Okay. So that's what I'm hearing here. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to read for you. That was weird. I never get messages through my computer. But anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. It is always a pleasure to read for you. And here's to next week, okay? You may or may not see me next week. We'll see how I'm led, okay? If Spirit calls me to come and speak a message, I will. If not, then I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell so you'll be notified in case we go live in the future. Blood Moon Oracle here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.